Happy Monday, everybody. Shayna here with Compass with your Monday market report. Sorry I missed you guys last week. It was a holiday weekend, and then the week got pretty busy for me. I had a new listing go live last Friday, hit the market, and I've got some other things coming in my pipeline for you to keep an eye out for going forward. So yesterday was quite the busy week. So I figured I'd chime in and give you a Monday market watch. I'm not going to hit the news today. I'm just going to kind of talk about these numbers. I kind of want to show you guys where these numbers come from really quickly. So I'm going to hit customize here. And basically this is a residential search. The only thing that I have specified here is that it's for Sarasota and Manatee County. I don't specify the type of property style we have. I don't specify any kind of bedrooms or baths or price ranges or type of sale, whether it's a short sale or not. The only thing that I've got going here is that it's things for sale in Sarasota and Manatee County, basically, or that have sold and whatnot based on the numbers. So this is for all of Sarasota and Manatee County when we look at these numbers. And when I get back here, when we look at the numbers here, we look at how many new listings in this last 7 days. It's kind of like a look back or a watch for the last 7 days. How many price increases we've had on the properties that are listed, how many price decreases we've seen over the last 7 days, back on markets, solds, and so forth. So we go through these numbers. So let's go over where last week was, and I'm written down here. Last week we had 500, or 2 weeks ago, sorry, because I wasn't here last week. 2 weeks ago we had 589 new listings. We were down to 536. Kind of a slower time period, but we did just come out of a holiday weekend, so I'm not surprised to see that number a little bit lower. The properties that increased their price, there were 55 of them over the last 7 days. Last time there was 42 of them, so we've seen a few more price increases happen. But the price decreases, they're at 648 over the last 7 days. And when we last left 2 weeks ago, it was 562. So we're almost 100 more price decreases. I did an open house at my new listing, and I ran into an agent at the corner where both our signs were, and he had just dropped the price on his property about $25,000 and was having an open house at the one that he was selling. So we're seeing these price decreases more and more. That's the market stabilizing again. And then the solds are about the same. We had 2 weeks ago, there were 431 properties that were sold in that 7 day period. We're up to 443. So we went out a little bit higher, and that's okay too. The pending properties were 476 2 weeks ago, and we're up to 533. So even though we're getting more listings, it looks like we're getting more under contract in the last 7 days. So that's kind of cool. And then you can see some of these other numbers showing you how many, back on markets, withdrawn, and cancels. And those numbers are kind of staying around the same. The withdrawns are a little bit higher, but the canceled listings are kind of what we're used to seeing, and the expireds are around the same. So that's kind of what's going on in the market here. We've seen some fluctuations in the market with the mortgage rates. So, those have stabilized a little bit too. We're not seeing the jumps up. In fact, I think they came down a little bit. Things are still moving. The market's moving a little bit slower, but it's giving buyers and sellers sometimes to think about things. So not necessarily a bad thing, but so that's my Monday market report for this week, and I hope you all are having a good week. Sorry it's a little later today. It's been a busy day today too, so that's good. So we will see you next week, and maybe I'll throw something else in then. Take care.